Oh, YouTube, Shin Tiger Curl here. That dude in the straw hat back there, and I'm still alive. Yep. For those of you probably been living under a rock for the last couple of days, my hometown, Houston, got a good chunk of rain. And by good chunk, we mean a biblical amount of flooding, thanks to Hurricane Harvey. I'm sorry. From early estimates, they say over 1 trillion gallons of water fell on Houston last weekend. And if you saw the last video that I posted just before my internet went out, then you know how bad it got. And it got a lot higher than that. It was a scary time. It was very stressful. I mean, I barely slept at all. And it was just terrible. It's still terrible right now because we're still dealing with it. It is a catastrophe of unenviable proportions. It is. I weep for my city, but we're strong and we're dealing as best as we can. Thankfully, our house didn't get too flooded out. Unfortunately, my aunt, who was staying with us to ride the storm out, her house is not doing too well. So tomorrow, me and my father are going to go over there and do some cleanup for him. It's going to be long and hard, but it's what we have to do to start the rebuilding process. And a few things I just want to say. First off, I just want to say thank you to all the emergency response workers, to all the police, the paramedics, the Coast Guard, and pretty much anyone who had a boat and was out there helping people and getting them out of the water in time, and just helping keep things down. We've had quite a few people die during this. By my last count, about 20, maybe more. We'll have to wait till the waters to completely recede. Even though it stopped raining here, like on early Wednesday, we still have a lot of water to deal with. So we won't know the full extent of the damage until then. Thankfully, our side of town, the northeast side, is relatively dry. It all dried up, and my dad was able to go back to work, so there's that. Also, I want to thank Sylvester Turner, our mayor, for being a solid beacon for us, because during this whole time, whether it was on the radio or on television, his voice just kept saying, hey, everything's going to be all right. And I also want to thank Mattress Mac for once again showing us why he is a legend. And for those of you who don't know, Mattress Mac, I don't really know his real name, we just call him Mattress Mac, owns Gallery Furniture, which is probably the biggest mattress sales business in the entire city of Houston. And he's been a fixture in this community since I was a little kid. I mean, I remember loving his commercials, and he has just been awesome. I mean, as soon as things got bad, he opened the doors to his stores. He allowed people to come in and just lay down and find some shelter. 800 families are safe because of this guy. It's amazing. So thank you, Mattress Mac, and I did sign a petition to have a Mattress Mac Day named after him. So there's that. It was just a mess, and as you can see, just now I was just starting able to make videos again. So I'm not sure how long I'll be able to until I'll be able to do a legitimate video for you guys, either a Warmer Hordes video or one of my other videos for certain. But it's gonna be a while because I've just been busy cleaning up and helping out where I can. So there's that. But you too can help out. You can donate to the Red Cross. You can donate to the Food Bank of Houston, the Houston Food Bank. They always need donations and what have you. Just prayers are good, but actually coming out and helping and just donating as much as donating your time and your money and your food, blankets, whatever. People really need it out here. And fortunately, for this whole thing, there's two people I want to talk about that really hadn't add anything to this. One is, of course, President Trump and his visit to Houston, which he didn't really do. he didn't really do much outside of just stand around and just give some stupid thank you speeches. Didn't meet with a single victim. Didn't meet with a single family that's been displaced or homeless out of this, and didn't go to any affected areas. He just went around, and then he had a nerve to talk about the crowd size in Corpus Christi. And yeah, of course the sizes of the crowd is going to be big because, well, it's either go there or drown. I think people would like not to drown. But I'm going to say this right now, that if you're not here to help, I don't want you here in my town, if you're not going to be here actively helping, not for a photo op or not for I'm talking about several members of the media as well. Local media has been pretty good because they've just been keeping us up to date and been supporting the community. But for people who just are just here for a story or a photo op, I'm recording. Yeah. It's my mom. She's been on the phone with a lot of people because they have to they've been calling for people been calling us trying to make sure we're okay. But anyway. What? 9. Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, if you're not here to help, with victims or with just donating your time or energy to do so, then stay the fuck out of my city. We don't need you. All right? We don't need you, especially you. We gonna be all right. We got people coming in from all over Texas, from San Antonio, from Austin, and people outside of Texas just pouring in that love and help and what have you. But if you're not here, President Trump, to help us, you're hurting us. So just leave. I know he donated $1 million, but it's not just the money. It's the sentiment involved, because I don't feel like he cares about us. He doesn't. I just don't think he does. Another thing I want to talk about is Joel Osteen. He's a pastor of a mega church here in Houston, Lakewood Baptist Church, and he caught some flack for not opening up his doors when the flood started getting bad. He keeps changing the story. Like today, he said that the only reason he didn't open his doors is because the city told him not to. Why would a church need permission from a city to help people in need? Especially a church like Lakewood. It holds 16,000 people. It is less of a church and more of a stadium. It has anti-flood walls, so there was no flooding anywhere near. They just didn't open up. But 21 Muslim mosques opened up around Houston and became shelters. The George R. Brown Convention Center became a shelter. All of our major arenas became shelters. So when a church that big is the last to provide help for people, you know you fucked up. So yeah, I just wanted to call him out on that, just to say. But anyway, tonight I'll be on the WrestleCast with Maya J and TWK. I haven't been able to watch wrestling much this week because of, things. So I'll be on that. And so head over to it's a live podcast. It starts at 9:00 on the RVT Entertainment YouTube channel. Just go over there. You'll be directed there. Join the chat. Talk to people. We'll discuss wrestling, and hopefully I can relax and try to at least forget for a little bit that half my city is still underwater and a lot of my people are displaced and just. So, on the plus side, for those of you who are my Pearl Shipping fans, new chapter of Ash and Dawn Together. It's out, so go ahead and read it. The second to last chapter. So and I'm still working on my book. I'm almost finished. I know I said that before, but now I'm really almost finished. So there's that. Nothing much to say. Probably my next video will be a War Hordes video. Probably the next couple will be about the Warlocks of the Circle of Boros. So there's that. So I'm just saying. So to expect that. So there's that. So anyway, that's my video. If you like what you see, comment, subscribe below. Hit the like button. Smash that subscribe key. It all helps out. I really do need a little bit of help right now. If you really want to help, like I said, you can donate to the Red Cross. You can donate to the Houston Food Bank. And you can pretty much, and just find out there's some sites that you can go to that will allow you to donate food and clothing and money to people in need so we can help start the recovery process. It's going to be a long time before we get back to what we once were. So there's that. But yeah, it's been Shin Tiger Curl, that dude in the straw hat, saying good day, and Houston stands strong.